Hello and welcome back to Lordenfel episode 7.3, where we learn how cold water can be used to hurt or kill the player, but more importantly to discourage him from entering the water and leaving the playable zone. So what I mean by that, it makes sure that the player stays in the area that we intend him to be and doesn't walk outside the boundaries of the game where he cannot play, beyond the island onto the rocks and so on. So let's take a look to see how this is configured. In Unity, we have an object called the WaterPlaneDrownPlayer. It's on the PlayerInteractable layer. It has a mesh collider, but also a box collider with a trigger set. It also has the Interactable Object Script, but this time we're going to use this to cause damage to his health. So under the actions that we want to happen when he enters the water, or more specifically when he touches the plane that is below the visible water, we will trigger an effect called the drowning effect. The drowning effect will trigger 0.5 units below the visible water. And if you want to see specifically how this is configured in RPG Builder, we can find it under Combat Effects Drowning. The base info just shows that it's drowning in cold water. The type is damage over time, so it's not instant. As long as he stays in the water, he will take damage for 3 seconds. This will do it 6 times or pulses. It will indicate in the user interface to the player that he is taking damage. And the effect settings for the damage is set up to damage of 25 to his health with a heat type of flat. The main type of damage is physical, in addition with a custom damage type of cold damage. We will see that it also affects his cold resistance, modified by 15, and steal an additional 10 points off his life. If he had stealth, it will also disable that. For a visual effect to give some feedback to the player that he should get out of this area, we will use the Combat Effects Drowning Ice Aura effect. The Ice Aura effect is set up in combination with the blood pulse sound, and as we will see at the end of this video, we will do an in-game demo to show you how the player is taking damage. We will use the prefab called Ice Aura under Templates Visual Effect, Ice Aura effect, and the destroy conditions will be death and stun. So at first it will hurt him, stun him, but it won't kill him outright unless he stays there for too long, but he can die if he doesn't leave. And this is just the configuration for the sound on the template sound, blood pulse. The actual sound clip is called Attack Unreal with these settings. So let's take a look in game quickly how the player gets hurt when he enters the water.